It's the week of November 30th to December 6th. If you know what's happening, skip to the time on screen. If you don't, stick around for this short video. Thanks, me. The Tower. What is it? Well, it's a gauntlet of mobs you fight through to get the best gear in the game. 263 gilded gear. Keep in mind, while you unlock the tower at the very beginning of the game, you can only get 263 stuff after going through all of Apocalypse difficulty and reaching around the max power level available in standard missions. While you can play the tower early and it will give you better gear than you have now, it's best to save the long grinding until you unlock the best stuff. Once you do enter the tower, you'll notice all your gear is gone. That's because only gear obtained in the tower can be used here, including enchantment points. After each floor you beat, you get one enchantment point and an item select screen, where you can choose new gear or an extra enchantment point. The key is striking a balance between getting new gear, because each floor gives higher level stuff, while acquiring enough enchantment points to be decked out. The tower's layout changes every single week, but it will always have 21 to 30 floors, with usually 3 being boss floors and 3 being merchants. Those 3 merchants can appear in any order right before a boss floor, and the bosses can be anything on screen. Anyways, those are the broad strokes of the tower, but let's get an in-depth look and guide of this week's tower. Take it away, in-person me. Thanks, me. Here we go. Yeah, it's a tower day. Always fun. Alright, let's get a look at our gear. Pretty good, actually. Cooldown's quite nice. Obviously not applicable yet. Echo's quite nice. And the bow, it's not super helpful. We will be getting a purely support bow for this tower. Right off the bat, I'd recommend enchanting with Echo, because Echo's strong. No reason not to. And you have the enchantment point. And it does help with this level. It's mostly skeletons. So make sure to not play too far back and target the armored ones, because those do a lot of damage and also have a lot of health. Ooh, that's nice. And that's the floor. Very easy. So we start off right off the bat. You know what we're taking. But just for the sake of it, there's the other stuff. The unique smith is first. So if you wanted to take a snowbow, I would very much agree. But Power Shaker is generally, it's a very strong artifact. And the fact that we have Echo means our weapon attacks faster, which synergizes better with Power Shaker. So it's always quite nice. This is an Illager level with Wraiths. It's actually a pretty difficult one, if not for the fact that we have a Power Shaker. So make sure that you use it, especially on those giant hordes. And there we go. So, again, actually we're not going to take much here. Now you could take this double axe. It is good. I mean, it's just flat out pretty good. There will be also a good bone club soon. However, there's going to be an even better weapon. However, this tower is actually kind of jank. I'm going to just take the enchantment point. I'll take... There's kind of 2 options I'd recommend. There's the easy way, and honestly, it's like so much easier. It's really strong. However, there is a funnier way. And I just was recording a build video, so I'm kind of interested in, like, making funny builds. I don't know. Just what I'm up to right now. Speaking of that, yeah, I've recorded an entire build video. It's just my main build. I'm working on it now. I'm going to hopefully make it into a serious thing. I also just realized I recorded the entire thing with the wrong microphone, which is infuriating. But, you know, I didn't really notice when I was editing. Which also means that I should probably get a better microphone than, if I can't tell the difference between my main one and the one on my laptop, then I should probably, you know, do better. But, you know, anyways, that was a whole piglin level. You saw the whole thing. It's not super fancy, and yeah, not too hard either. So, yes, we have a bone club. It has leeching. Illager's Bane. There won't be any Illager bosses that we really need to take care of, so it's not that important. A Tempest Knife, it's good. This bow, interesting. We're taking the Gong of Weakening, though. Gong of Weakening is fantastic. Great area damage. We're gonna get 1 level of cooldown, just for a little bit, and another level of Echo. So, this is a poison level. Honestly, this one can get a little out of hand because of creepers. I do recommend you use the Power Shaker on them, or at least the Gong, because creepers suck, and they're annoying. But yeah, don't get poisoned either. Yep, there we go. I was not even paying attention. We got it easy. Alright, so you might be able to see it already. We have Highland Axe, actually pretty decent enchant. We've seen this one before. Soulbow does not have a Nema Conduit. Broken Sawblade with Committed. Like, this is begging to be taken, and we're taking it. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of really good melee options, and I'm going to do something really funny later that you might disagree with me on, but you know, I like to do it. Anyways, I got another level of cooldown. So the reason that the Broken Saw Blade is great, number one, just point blank, it does a lot of damage. Like, you don't need anything special about it. It's a really strong melee. The second reason it's good is because it synergizes super well with the Power Shaker, because the Power Shaker cooldown doesn't start until you use up all the charges, which means you don't really want to be holding on to them. You want to use them quick. The Saw Blade uses them quick. So yeah, we got through all of floor 15, which is like a Illager thing. No problem. Perfectly okay. Nothing here is that important, especially compared to, you know, an actual Broken Saw Blade. So, you know, we're fine. This is an end level. I mean, it's mostly pillagers. If you got the Bone Club, don't feel that bad. Your Illager's Bane is going to work pretty nice here. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty simple. There we go. Yeah, not a single end mob, which is kind of strange because it is an end level. But here we go. We have a Totem of Regeneration. We have a Soul Crossbow. This one doesn't have a name of conduit though, so you don't really have to think about it. But yeah, Starless Knight. Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic melee. We're not going to take it though, because it doesn't synergize super well with our Power Shaker. However, if you don't like the Broken Saw Blade or the Power Shaker, yeah, take the Starless Knight. Great enchantment. I'm going to take this Totem of Regeneration, because we currently don't have a way to reliably heal. And, you know, I kind of like being able to heal, so I'm just going to take it. This is like your ordinary average tower floor. There's quite a few creepers. Watch out. But outside of that, nothing too special. I mean, like a few armored zombies, but like you have a gong, you have a totem. Like this, if you do that combo, nothing's breaking through. There we go. Alright, so here's some really cool stuff. This Soul Scythe, Sharpness and Leeching or Anemic Conduit. This is actually not a bad scythe, and I took this the first time. Don't ask me why. It really is not any better than our Broken Saw Blade. It's actually significantly worse. If you like soul builds though, you can take it. There aren't that many soul options, quite frankly. So I don't really recommend it, but you could. Nothing else there was better than what we already have. I'm gonna get another level of Committed, because why not? This is the kind of floor with like all the ground traps. Where are they? Oh wait, no, it's not the ground traps one. Well, never mind. It's a perfectly ordinary one. Yep, I don't know why I got stuck in that spider web, even though it was very clearly not on my player. But you know what? Who cares? We beat the level. Plate armor, very strong armor, pretty bad enchants. Buzzy Nest, Ironhide Amulet. Everything here is good, especially these two, but they're not better than the artifacts we have, and we're not really struggling for defense. And the Ironhide Amulet is too low of a power level to actually be constantly up with max this thing. So I'm going to do something really silly. So actually, there are two ways to go about this tower, and that is you run with the Broken Saw Blade, or you run a different weapon that has Void Strike. I'm going to want to go Void Strike because that's going to be more interesting to watch. However, for the sakes of both groups, you'd probably want to unique your Broken Saw Blade, because you have a unique Broken Saw Blade, and we will be taking a different mercenary armor, so you are not really losing anything. So, yay, we have a Mechanized Saw Blade. That's really powerful. We have enough points to get another level. We can get another enchant. We really don't need another. We don't need Echo. Echo's pretty unhelpful on a Broken Saw Blade. Like, you can't up the attack speed even more. But yes, this is the boss floor. This is going to be an Ender Scent and Enderman. They're going to spawn right up here. I'm going to chuck down our Totem and Gong really quickly. And I'm going to target down the Ender Scent because it does a lot of damage. And as you can see, Abracadabra Alakazam, he disappeared. We didn't even have a Saw Blade, or not Saw Blade, Power Shaker on, and to kill that Enderman. It's very easy to go through the entire tower with this melee, which is why we're not going to take it. Honestly, I kind of like the adventure, but before that, this is a mercenary armor. As you can see, it is just strictly better than what we had before. So we're going to take it. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy peasy. And we're going to get Snowball first. What the heck? Hold up, there we go. Yeah, we're going to get Snowball first, because Snowball is a really good enchantment, and then we're going to get the rest on cooldown. You could get Potion Barrier too. There isn't anything good with Refreshment in a while, though, so honestly, I would not recommend it too much. And cooldown is just going to be generally better. As you can see, our Mechanized Saw Blade is putting in work. And yeah, Snowball is also quite nice. It's a pretty good... I mean, this can take you to the end game. And there will be later an anema conduit bow, so you can get some even more healing, because we really don't have much healing right now, since our mechanized saw blade does not have leeching or radiance or anything like that. But quite frankly, our totem of regen is going to do perfectly fine. This is just a bunch of strays, a bunch of ice. Yeah, it's not bad. And that's floor 11. Alright, so now, here's some fun bits. Wait, no, this isn't the fun bits. My bad, I completely lied to you. Nothing here is that great. And that's kind of end of story. Yeah, I mean, not everything in the tower is great. I mean, this tower in general has a lot of really good gear. I mean, that floor was not one of them. Yeah, this is why Snowball is so great. You can just completely nullify creepers, which are always a pain in towers. But this is a snow level. Of course, I'm going to say watch out for the creepers, because there are a lot of them. We got very lucky there that we were able to take them out without Power Shaker. But yeah, it's mainly the creepers. There we go, floor 12. Yeah, mechanized saw blade is so strong. I really want to get an actually good one. Anyways, look at all this. It's actually, I mean, blast fungus. I love the blast fungus. I don't know why. It's really funny. And this has shockwave. Actually, whip does really well with shockwave and swirling. It has a very short combo. Same with the backstabber. But we're just going to take the enchantment point, because we don't need any of their gear, because we're just waiting till we get some other things. And yeah, actually this is pretty much what you're going to be taking if you wanted to stick with the broken saw blade this whole time. There will be a later Power Shaker that you can get that is just like even higher level. Of course, you're going to want to take that if you're running with the Power Shaker. Not Power Shaker, sorry, broken saw blade, or I guess mechanized saw blade now. But yeah, you're going to be fine with this. This you can just steamroll the entire tower. So I'm just waiting until we can make the game interesting again. This is just an undead floor. Yeah, let's cut to the end. And that's the floor. Yeah, floor 13. Wait, how's the silverfish still here? That's weird. Anyways, as you can see, not much important, but we will take an upgraded totem because, look, it's effectively not double, but like almost double, and it is enough for our armor. So we're going to take it. It heals us fully. So this is another poison level. Quite frankly, not a big issue. Can we enchant anything more? We can enchant our more cooldown. There will be a guildsmith later. That's our next one on floor 19. We probably will be gilding our armor, given the fact that we actually will switch out our melee one more time for taking the slow one, the Void Strike choice. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just rambling now. I'm just gonna cut to the end. This is just your ordinary poison level. That looked so cool. I hope I caught that on. Yeah, I definitely did, of course. Is my mic recording? I'm thinking it's recording. Hopefully I'm recording with the right microphone this time. Yeah, if you guys, that build video is probably going to come out like at the end of the week. And if you guys watch that, you guys should comment something about how fantastic the microphone sounds, and then just leave everyone else to be confused. Anyways, as you can see, another Power Shaker, and we're going to take the new Power Shaker, except for the fact that we're not. We're going to take this hammer. See, this is where the branch happens. You can either get another Power Shaker, probably replace your old one, you know, you don't need to since you have cooldown, but we're going to take the Great Hammer. The reason I like this Great Hammer, it's because number one, I'm a huge fan of Void Strike, one of my favorite enchants. Number two, huge fan of Leeching. Number three, it has Pain Cycle. Now, I hate Pain Cycle, but it's kind of funny, and it's really strong. So we're going to take this Great Hammer. If you want to just have an easy tower, take the Power Shaker. It's not that complicated. I'm making it extra complicated because I'm making a video about this and I want to have fun. I played through this tower already, and I wanna do something neat. Anyways, this is the trap one I was thinking about earlier. As you can see, we're doing less damage even though we've upgraded. So trust it will get better once we level up our Void Strike stats and also get Pain Cycle on this. So this will get much stronger. But this is just your ordinary tower level, I guess. Nothing special. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to take our Soul Crossbow. This one has a Anema Conduit. And if you stayed with the Broken Saw Blade, take this as well. I mean, it's just more healing. And that way you can maybe ditch your totem later. We're going to keep our totem because, you know, totems are great. I love the totem of regeneration. Probably my favorite of them. This is a minecart level. Now, if you don't know, minecarts, they do a lot of damage. Like, they do more damage than, like, I think it's equivalent to a creeper. I might be wrong about that, but it feels like it. It's a lot. So don't get hit by a minecart. That'll be the thing that kills you in this level. Oh, I got hit by the minecart. You see, that took a lot of health away from me. I just rolled into it. Yeah, it's a lot of health. It's quite painful. Anyways, we beat the level regardless. Nothing great here. Hopefully you got to see all that because, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you saw it. It's all pretty bad. Anyways, let's get another level of Void Strike. Now, Void Strike doesn't work on end mobs, so honestly, timing is pretty bad here. But, you know, it's not all the mobs here are Void. And this is a weird amalgamation floor. There's a lot of mobs, as you can see. There's some Void guys, there's cave spiders, there's just normal zombies. So, you know, play it careful. And there we go, that's floor 17. Now, we will want to start getting some pain cycle on us. So, I mean, nothing here is that great anyways, but we're going to try to save up some emeralds, not emeralds, some enchants. Actually, if we get Void Strike first, that'd be probably better. Yeah, because the boss is coming up on floor 20, so we need to start investing into our melee. I had more enchantments last time because I uniqued my armor instead of the broken saw blade. The reason I said not to unique the armor this time, it's because we just took different mercenary armor. There's not really a point in upgrading the armor for that short, and actually if you upgrade the armor it'll give you the exact same power level. So your option is, if you're running with the hammer, do you want the attack speed buff or do you want snowball? Since you're doing Void Strike, you should probably go with the with snowball, but it's up to you. But this is just wraiths. Watch out for wraiths. Bada bing bada boom. Anyways, we're on to the merchant. It will be the guildsmith. We will be gilding our armor because we don't really. Our melee, number one, we're not keeping this to the end of the game, spoiler alert. And number two, it'd be nice to upgrade the level of our armor. It's pretty good, but it would be better if it's better. Which is a very easy thing to say. Guild, reduced roll cooldown. That is actually not bad. Level 1. I mean, we weren't rolling that much. However, spoiler alert, we will do that later. This is why I like the build. I never used that enchantment before until this tower, and it was pretty fun. Anyways, we've maxed out our Void Strike stacks. We will be getting level 1 pain cycle, which is not ideal. That means we're just kind of losing extra health for no reason. But triple damage every once in a while on a weapon like this is pretty nice. Now this will be the Corrupted Cauldron. Here are your rules for the Corrupted rules for the Corrupted Cauldron. Number 1, win. You don't really have enough time to do anything else. Because the Corrupted Cauldron does a lot of damage very quickly. So I highly recommend you just try to kill it before it can start spawning things in. So as you can see, we did not need to drink a potion. We just chucked down our totem. We could have saved it for later to make it even more efficient, but we were just able to plow right through that thing. Anyways, this mace is effectively our hammer. It has leeching, it has Void Strike, it has refreshment. If you did in fact go with Potion Bearer on your mercenary armor, congratulations, this is your first refreshment thing that I'd actually recommend. However, we did not go for it, and also we will be getting a new hammer eventually anyways. So I'm just going to take, did I show these? Yeah, if you don't know what those two do, watch the artifacts video. But anyways, this is another piglin level, but it also has blazes this time, so it's a bit harder. But, I mean, we can get another level of Anema Conduit. Yeah, let's do that. We're not struggling for damage, so I don't think we need to invest more into Pain Cycle right now. Yeah, we're doing fine. Oh, alright, here's your rule for this level. Don't go into there. Don't fall down, because it hurts. You take a lot of damage from the lava. Anyways, I'm doing terribly right now. I don't know what's going on. But yeah. Alright, despite the blunders of a lifetime, we were okay, thank goodness. Alright, so now, here's where you might start not liking me. I am going to get the Updraft Tome instead of the Power Shaker. Now, the reason I say that, it's because the Power Shaker, look, 1,377, that's about the amount of our hammer. The issue is that it works better on really quick weapons, which can use up all the stacks and then start the cooldown. Our hammer really can't do that. This Updraft Tome, it's honestly better for our build. You don't have to take it. I mean, Power Shaker, that's a level 72 Power Shaker, and it's keeping up with like this 105 Updraft Tome. I like Updraft Tome though. That's honestly the reason why I'm taking it. And as you will see in this floor, I mean, it's not strictly better. So, I mean, your choice. This is an Illager level. This one's actually quite difficult. Make sure you don't waste your pain cycle stacks on a shielded Vanguard. Or not Vanguard, what are they called? And also, your health is kind of a bit low now, so you have to play a little more defensive, especially since we have pain cycle kind of messing us up. But, you know, we're fine. And there we go, that's floor 22. So, this snowbow looks incredible, but remember we have already passed the unique smith, so it's not going to be that handy. Satchel snacks, I mean, it's healing, but I mean, I guess it could be better healing than our totem. I prefer totem, honestly. I think it's safer, even though there's a chance it heals less, because you could just get a full-on bread from this, which is incredible. I'm not a huge fan of the satchel snacks. If it dropped 2 food items, then it'd be like A tier. The fact it drops 1, and the fact that it can drop apples, that's the main issue, honestly. It can just, you don't know if it's going to drop an apple or like a piece of bread. So, you know, I'm just going to stay away. I'm already lagging, jeez. Anyways, this is a poison level. General rules of poison, take out the little weeping guys, the guys who summon the vines in. Take out those guys early because they can make your life miserable. And otherwise, don't get poisoned. I am currently poisoned. And there we go. My game got very laggy. Anyways, we're going to take this soul knife because leeching, gravity, void strike. Effectively our mace without the pain cycle, but it's higher level. And honestly, soul knives are better than hammers. And we will be getting more souls because of the +1 soul gathering for our bow and for healing. Now, we could get a soul scythe, which has Enigma Resonator, Shockwave, and Thundering. That'd probably be the best combo, but I think Void Strike is a significantly more powerful enchant in this scenario. Also, I mean, if you want a Great Hammer, you can stick with the Great Hammer. I mean, like, effectively, you have the same leeching, gravity, Void Strike as you could on the Soul Knife. I prefer Soul Knife, so I'm going to go with it. The bows aren't that impressive, and besides, we kind of want Enigma Conduit anyways, regardless of whatever. So I'm going to get leeching first, then I want to max out not Shockwave, Void Strike, and we have enough for a little bit of gravity. How convenient. Yes, we will be eventually enchanting our bow with more Enigma Conduit and also Levitation Shot. We got very lucky with the guild, it being Acrobat, so that will be quite synergetic. But as you can see, 2 kills, it's not 2 kills, 2 hits, we take out a Wraith, Wonders of Void Strike. Anyways, yeah, this is a Wraith zombie level, not too bad. And there we go. Alright, so nothing too special here. I mean, if you like overcharged bows, I mean, take overcharged bows. But other than that, I'm not a huge fan. I prefer the passive healing from Enigma Conduit. We're actually going to get Levitation Shot. Now, if you don't know what Levitation Shot does, I just rolled. As you can see in the coordinates, it says Levitation Shot. And I'm going to see if I can shoot a mob. Now, I've never used this enchantment before. This is like the first time I've ever like actually used it. And all I know is that you hit the mob, they go into the air. I probably should have levitated that other guy. But it's fine. Dang, we're taking a lot of health. I mean, our armor is kind of lagging behind. I mean, obviously we have the Power Smith left. You can Power Smith either this knife. This is the one we are going to take to the end. Obviously, we only have like 2 more levels left. But I'm going to Power Smith our armor because I don't like dying. Anyways, that was just a zombie level. Honestly, Levitation Shot doesn't do much, it's just funny. So, you don't have to get that. You could definitely just get more. Which one do we not have yet? Gravity. Gravity's not that important to max out anyways. But yeah, anyways, we're doing fine. Everything's great. You could take another Gong of Weakening, but look, 8.7 seconds to 7.5 seconds, that's not a huge difference. And honestly, it's probably nicer just to take the enchantment point. If we didn't waste it on Levitation Shot, we could have maxed out Enigma Conduit. This is just a standard undead level. There's a lot of random mobs here, but honestly not too bad. So, yeah, just knock yourself out. Except for the creepers. I forgot about those guys for a second. Easy win with Snowball. Anyways, Bone Club. If you still have Potion Barrier and you've been holding onto that mace for a while, geez, I think the mace is a terrible weapon, so I don't know why you're doing that. But yeah, this Bone Club would probably be your endgame weapon. Potion Barrier, Void Strike, and then either Shockwave, Swirling. Radiance is obviously terrible. It could steal your kills for a refreshment. You could just leave it blank. It's up to you. But nothing else here is that important, especially for us. We're going to max out Enigma Conduit finally. That took a while. And this is just going to be your run-of-the-mill Void level. I mean, yeah, nothing too special. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh, I got stunned by the Iceologer. Oh, I died. I got through it last time deathless. What a bummer. Anyways, yeah, this is not a bad level. I mean, I don't know why the standard void level always has Iceologers, it feels like. Target those guys down. I completely forgot about them this time. But yeah, just watch out. Okay, I'm kind of confused. I thought I killed everyone. My snowball is not triggering. So I don't know why the level's still going. Don't tell me it's bugged. So this is a bad turn of events. Because if it's really bugged, then I just guess I don't know what I'll do. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to leave the tower and re-enter. That's really unfortunate. Okay, so that took away 2 of our lives. One of them was fair, one of them was not. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. But I'll just cut back to us finishing the level. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so this level is also particularly difficult if you went my path, because Void Strike doesn't work on end mobs. So we shouldn't be... I'm not going to say anything, but like, upcoming levels, I think we're fine. But yeah, bow, burst bowstring, deep armor, nothing there. Void Strike on this, but everything else sucks. Obsidian Claymore has Leeching, that's pretty nice. It has Echo, that's pretty nice. And it has Committed, which is pretty nice. Or Artifact Synergy, that's also really good. Issue is, no Void Strike, so we're not going to take it. Soul Bow has Anemic Conduit, but honestly, we don't need another Anemic Conduit. It doesn't matter what the level of the bow is. And we're not really using our bow for damage. So we are fine. We are going to save up for more gravity. This is a snow level. Yeah, not bad. And also, it's our last... Oh, Creepers. I forgot about these guys. Yeah. But Creepers, Iceologers, the standard snow stuff. I forgot that Creepers were in this one. So, yeah, my bad. Great. Yeah, this level is a big one where I'd say the Updraft Tome is really nice. Because you're slowed, you can't move around. But the Updraft Tome can just affect a wide area. Now, anyways, nothing here is that impressive. We're going to go on to the Powersmith. Dying is bad. And honestly, we're doing fine on damage, so we're going to Powersmith our armor. Hopefully, we don't glitch out again. I'm still pretty salty about that, actually. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty angry about that. This is going to be the Jungle Abomination. Now, Jungle Abomination, I'd say, is one of the harder ones. However, it feels pretty good to play against, because there is a defined strategy. And also, another thing is that our Updraft Tome is pretty strong. If we Void Strike, then Gong, then Updraft Tome, that does massive amounts of damage, and that is going to be our primary way of attacking the Jungle Abomination, because, quite frankly, you don't want to stand too close to it, because it can one-shot you. I know we Powersmithed our armor, but it can still one-shot us. So once I see that it's been taking damage, I'm going to do that. I'm going to run away. I don't know why it took, like, nothing from that. I guess just didn't feel like it. You know, that's acceptable, too. Yeah, but anyways. There we go. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Because if we just wait a bit before for the Void Strike to kind of kick up, and then we use our Updraft Tome, yeah, that's a big portion of the health gone. Now we're going to play it back to take care of these Leap Leafs, because Leap Leafs are strong, and I don't really want to lose to one, because that's embarrassing. Not embarrassing. I mean, if you lose to one, then that's that. But anyways, that should be it. Yep, there we go. Yeah, pretty easy with the Updraft Tome. I think Updraft Tome synergizes quite well with Void Strike. And anyways, that's the tower beaten. We did die once for legitimately. The other death was glitched. I don't know why that happened. If you guys know what happened, tell me in the comments, because I don't ever want to have to deal with that again. Like, imagine if we were on our last life. Like, we were just cooked. Anyways, ooh, levitation shot. I mean, hey, we're pretty fond of that. And it is a special event one, so I might take this one. Let's see what this is. Nope, we're not taking that. It's only level 1. Oh, I see we're taking the Shivering Bow. I don't know what that combo with. It could be a very supporty bow. Burst Bowstring, Anemic Conduit, cooldown shot, levitation shot. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Could be something. And it also looks cool. Yeah, this could be a pretty good support bow. It would be... Also, I mean, Art has looting, so... we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's a Shivering Bow. You might as well take advantage of Anemic Conduit. So maybe no cooldown shot. Actually, I'd be good with that. If this was no cooldown shot, I can put it onto my soul build. But I do like having Prospector. Anyways, you'll see, if you see that bow in my builds video for the soul one, then you know that it's a relatively new addition. Anyways, that's it for this video. I'm going to start working on editing that builds video up and making those like a regular thing. Maybe once a week, maybe once a month. I don't know how frequent I'll make them. I don't know how many builds I got. I can immediately think of like 5. So honestly, we got some content. I'm very excited to show you guys. And anyways, that concludes this video. I hope that nothing crashed. 43 minutes. Dang, that tower took a while. Anyways, here's the stop recording button. I don't know how to do outros.